You know what time it is. And we got something really cool in the mail. Clayton was cool enough to send a box of hatred to me. So we're not going to let this go to waste. So first one out, and it's because it caught my eye. No other reason, is number 19 on the list. This is a really, really cool hybrid. Get that. Look at that coloration. Also all the bumps and goozles. Gah. So this is a purple Gator Jigsaw crossed with a purple Death. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. It is going to taste terrible, to be honest with you. But I'm so excited just because of how that looks. That's 90% of this. Is you find something really cool, you gotta try it. You know it's gonna be bad. It's gonna hurt. But man, does it like feed the eyes. So, up next, the chop. And here we go with it. I've got my knife and I've got to position everything very carefully. Bushido. That was awful. Nah, that was pretty bad. That's ugly. I probably have to hone my knife just a little bit. Oh my God, I don't want this on my fingers. Dang, look at that coloration. That rust is absolutely gorgeous, like rust caramel. Not too many seeds. Very thin-walled. This might be actually okay to chomp. I did break the stinger, but that is fine. On to our next bit. God, that is still just absolutely gorgeous. I am so glad this came to fruition. I might actually save these seeds. So I might scoop those out, dry those, and do this one. But let's see how it goes. All right, here we go. I did end up pulling the pith and seeds out, or placenta, I should say. But it's that central little, whatchamacallit? I kind of poked a hole in it, but here we go. It smells floral. This smells like a bouquet of hate. If what I remember is correct, the Jigsaw had an okay taste. I don't know if I've had a Purple Death. So if I haven't, I guarantee you that's what I'm getting. But whenever you cross two super hots, they usually end up god awful on the palate. So it reminds me so much of a Scorpion. God, that is just, it's such a beautiful pepper. Like, that is crazy. It's also crazy because, like, whenever you, I know it's all about, not aerosoling, because aerosol is a chemical compound, but whenever you're smelling these when they're fresh peppers, you're getting the actual pepper and not getting, like, the oil. So, like, you're not actually getting the oil in the air. It's not diffusing or anything. It's crazy, the difference, because whenever you do like a cooked pepper or something like that, it will go into the air. I think it's riding the steam from the water coming out, and you will pepper basically mace yourself. But like, just because it's crazy, like, I'm not burning, you're just getting what the flavor is probably going to be. It's so cool. And non-harmful. This is the non-harmful part of doing this. But here we go after much dithering and putting off. Very floral. Now, I didn't have the bitterness that would normally be associated because I did not take the seeds. Like I said, I pulled out that placenta and the seeds, so didn't have any of that. That was just straight up floral. Very thin-walled, not a bear to eat. This is predominantly on the top of my tongue. Now, interestingly, this this actually does have the burn pattern. This capsaicin style has the burn pattern of applying heat like you would if you grabbed a hot pan handle, like cast iron pan handle that's been heating up for a little bit. Like it has that heat, uniform heat, and like that style of burn, like everything's getting it evenly applied. This feels like it's up near Ghost, so around like 1 million, probably 800,000 to 1 million, I would say. I'm not super good at judging these. But it's not killing me, and it has evened out already. Flavor's gone. It's kind of citrusy. Kind of like a bitter citrus, I would say. It kind of lit up the connective membrane in the underneath my tongue, but overall it has stayed on the top of my tongue, which I prefer, to be honest with you. I did try something different for stomach prep, so I did make pancakes for lunch. But I actually, over the weekend, I made homemade yogurt, so I did use that. We're gonna see if that works, because I can kind of feel it in my tummy. You can't see my hand, but I am gesturing to my tum-tum. But we'll see if that dairy works. If not, we will go right back to the store-bought Greek yogurt. You can obviously tell this doesn't hurt as much because I'm able to freely talk very quickly. More better than most times, but it's not sending me anywhere near panic. It's not, it sucks. But it's not like I was trying double-digit peppers in a day to try something. This is a hot sauce pepper. I kind of would prefer to bury that floralness like in, I always say sauce because that's just the first thing you can do. But a salsa would be a lot easier. Like a tomatillo salsa would go great with this because I think if you get a brighter citrus and better flavors to boost it, the heat of this is good enough that like 1 or 2, especially if you're making a big batch, I think 2, but 1 is good enough for like 1 or 2 mason jars worth, maybe 1.5. You're gonna get exactly what you want out of it. It's gonna add that heat, and the floral does make a good salsa addition because it does round out flavors, because it makes it not too sweet. You get kind of that, it has its own characteristic, but you get a roundness of flavors. It really does not like it. My tongue does not like it when I breathe out right now, so. Which, I kind of like. Like, this is the kind of pain I kind of dig. That I haven't felt in a while. Like, my entire mouth is kind of glowing, like it's got that nice afterglow. The reason I say salsa is because like this heat, because whenever you exhale, if you have just a touch of this every bite, it's that salsa where you have to keep eating or it burns, like it sinks in. So it's just it kind of resets wave after a while. I think that is a perfect salsa type. So this is what that would be for, like a very, very fresh salsa fresca. Ugh. I don't know why that caught me. Yeah, it's falling off. I mean, I'm still getting like a little bit of the spit, but not for the heat level, we're fine. Like I'm conversational. So again, another successful pepper. Thank you, Clayton. I'm gonna work through this box. I swear it. So see y'all later. Bye.